action. Come and get in with me. Ay, come and get in with me. Ay, come and get in with me. Ay, see that current got me floating. Come and get in with me.
YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy, the official JTV, man, and I'm man. Yo, today I'm gonna go behind the scenes with Political Street Talk. John Ross, billionaire ball. Man, we're gonna sit down with Memphis, Tennessee State Representative Antonio Parkinson, man. We're gonna sit down, talk, rap, have a good time, man, and we're gonna come to you with some news that you can use in today's world, man. You don't want to miss it, bro. So if you tapped in, like, comment, and subscribe, you feel me? Tell a friend to tell a friend about me, because you don't want to miss this video, man. They're giving out some great information about what's happening in today's world and how it can affect you, and not only you, but your family members also.
I came from the bottom, but the love don't stay. Talked to God last night, told him show me the way. Too much pain in my heart, can't explain that sound. Smiles on my face, but I still feel.
Thank you. Please give us a follow. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Please do. And also, bro, tell them about the other platform.
YouTube. YouTube. Hold on, I'm trying to.
Pressbox.
The Pressbox Media Group. Please go subscribe. Like I said, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. And be on the lookout for the new upload. I got that Kenya review finally coming, man. I'm finally let y'all know how Kenya treated me.
Okay. But listen, y'all. Without further ado, it would be great to introduce you to the Tennessee State Representative, Mr. Antonio Parkinson, man. How you doing,
man?
bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good, fam. What's up?
How you doing?
What's up,
Meet you,
man?
brother.
Hey, but something that we do here on Political Street Talk is we also allow the people a chance to introduce themselves.
Okay.
So to the ones that don't know, man, please catch them up to date with who we here with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm stable. I'm originally from Oakland, California. I was born in Oakland, California. Grew up part of my childhood in LA, the majority of it in LA. Moved to Port Arthur, Texas, PA, and then in somewhere in that space, came up here in East Texas, right? Spent a little time here in Henderson. Went to high school in Henderson for a few months. Went to high school in Jacksonville for a few months, and ended up back in PA. Finished high school there, and went into the Marine Corps. Marine Corps brought me to Tennessee, and now I'm Tennessee State Representative. Arms and shit on our nuts and shit. Man, look what we like. What is this?
Bumps out.
Right now, yeah, big ass bug latched to your armpits and shit. We're like, this some new shit for us.
Yeah.
Right, and but that's where my roots are, man. Right here in Henderson, Texas, and then the rest of my family is in Overton, Texas, and then Dallas, of course, PA, and then all of my family that's in California and Oakland and LA, and we got a big group in Kansas City also. But yeah, man, so hill in order to get back up to the other hill to get to school, because remember the school was at the end of the street, wasn't it? Is that the same street? Yeah. The school was at the end of the street, so I needed to get some momentum going down the hill, but my Pinto wouldn't make it back up the next hill.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So, hey, cold chicken. There's a book coming out about that. But I thank God, man, for that time, because by the time, of course, I couldn't keep up with the rent, so I got kicked out. So I moved into my great grandmother's house in Press. That was a bando, right? And me and my brother, we were still in electricity and still in the water, right? In order to have water and electricity, and what would happen is, when I would close at KFC, whatever chicken I had left over, that's what we ate for the next few days.
Right.
So that's why we call this name of this book is called Cold Chicken.
William Parkinson joins me live here today. Welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You said this isn't just about maps. It's about Black political power. Explain what you mean by that and why you believe race is central to what has happened.
So Memphis and Shelby County houses almost 50% of the African American population in the entire state of Tennessee. So Tennessee is 7.5 hours across if you drive it. And in this little southwest corner, this little blue southwest corner, is 50% of its black population. So there is absolutely no way that you can divide this map up almost to the point, 3 ways, and say that race didn't have a factor.
And you've argued that Memphis subsidizes nearly 80% of rural Tennessee.
What's happening with ICE and the rounding up of Mexicans, Hispanics, Latino folks, that's part of that, right? When you think now, remember people were saying they're coming after Hispanics now, but now they've turned their attention to black folks, right? And so this is the beginning of that.
Yeah, I was wanting to get your opinion of how they trying to dismantle the rights, our black rights, man, the civil rights, stuff like that.
So the Voter Rights Act. So the Voter Rights Act of 1964 was passed. That was like the culmination of the civil rights.
Joe Blow off the streets. This is a bona fide state representative. He do this shit. So y'all listen, man.
And so here's how, and I love the fact that you're educating our people.
Yeah.
That's what our job is, right? Because CNN ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
NBC ain't gonna do it, and damn sure Fox ain't gonna do it, right? So here's the thing. Here's what that means. So from let me walk you through a little history, a little civics. There was slavery, and then slavery was abolished, right?
Yeah.
Then we went into Reconstruction. Reconstruction was the period where they were, giving the white folks, licking their wounds from slavery, from getting their ass whooped in the Civil War.
Yeah.
All right? And here's what's interesting about Reconstruction. During Reconstruction, the United States government compensated the slave owners for loss of property.
Reparations.
Right, gave them reparations because they lost their property because of the war. Their property was black people. Hey,
I got what it was.
That's the perfect segue, man. You good, bro.
You good.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is what happened at the end of Section 9. And we shut the bitch down.
I see. Yeah. And John, you imagine moving out there having with
Yeah, they were out there too, man. Y'all missed it. That shit was nuts. Fire alarms going off. This, that, and that, them folks. Shit being thrown from the balconies. All kind of shit.
and put all that money behind James Tallarico, so we definitely don't have no representation.
Yeah, it's interesting too. Here's something that I think is important for our people to understand. They will run legislation that they know is unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Right? Just so it can get to the Supreme Court, because they know they got the Supreme Court stacked.
Yeah.
Right? And so they wanted to get to the
Right.
Supreme Court. So when you were saying that they were saying it's counter to white folks,
Yeah.
that was the whole idea in Louisiana of creating these two black districts was so it could go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Because they knew they was gonna get the ruling that they wanted in the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so here's our challenge, because I want to get to your question. Sister, give me your name one more time, sister. Laquita. I want to get to your question because that's a really important question. One is, as black people, we're always fighting on our heels because of lack of a strategy.
Okay.
These folks, what we're seeing is the operation of a strategy that's been planned out for 10 years.
What?
20 years.
10?
20, yeah.
Shit, 60.
Right. And so because, you know, we're still looking for fans and shit, you know, where them fans at?
Where
you know,
them fans
and
at?
you know, we're trying to find our fans.
Yeah.
Right, and we're you know, having conversations about dumb shit, and you know, and during all of this stuff, they're cleaning our clocks.
Nick.
The national language of America is capitalism,
Mm-hmm.
and if you are not controlling and directing that black dollar, then you ain't even speaking that language. When you can protest till you fall out, then they will let you.
Facts.
One thing about white folks is that they know black folks better than black folks know black folks because we're the most studied species
Facts.
on earth.
Facts.
The black American. We've been under the petri dish since Tuskegee, since
Come on now.
before that, right? Since we were being brought over here.
Come on
They've been
now.
studying our behavior and everything about us, and so they know that. Yeah, let them march, let them burn it down. We got everything insured anyway. And let them march till they fall out. Let them talk about it on Facebook because that's what they're gonna do. And then they're not gonna be talking about it 3 months from now.
And they tell you-
And that elected official ain't doing shit. This person ain't doing something. You gotta understand when you're under the influence of a psyop.
Come on, man.
And what I'm speaking your language.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. And so what a psyop is so everybody understands, is a psychological operation, right? And it's set up to change public opinion, and it's government sanctioned. Right? And if you want to know, if you want to test if it's a psyop, all you got to do is ask, are they trying to silence dissent? Silence the people that's pushing against them. If they're trying to silence people, that means you're under a psyop. It's that simple. So if people are saying, nah, that don't sound right, that don't smell right, you know, something's up with this, they're doing this, and that, and they need stuff, and then they try to silence that person,
Yeah.
that means you're under a psyop. And that's what you're dealing with now.
Yeah.
So that you can be mad at your own folks, right? It's black folks mad at Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
It's black folks that are voting for Trump. Think about that, right? How? Right? When they're blatantly racist. Think about that. So yeah, okay.
Speaking of that, man, let's dive right into that right there.
Right.
See, this right here is some shit that I've been trying to tell people. Trump said during the campaign, vote for me and you won't vote for nobody else. You won't have to vote for nobody else.
Yeah.
So do you think that this strategy of this 2025 shit, that everything that they talked about is happening, do you feel like they might be doing that in conjunction with the taking away of the voters' rights and all of that? So when he say vote for me, you won't vote for nobody else, meaning you just won't be able to vote no more anyway.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. Trump is one of them folks that can't hold water. He can't hold a secret, right? Because his level of narcissism makes him want to be the man or the first to say it or the first to put it out there. And when he says, y'all listen to him, when he's a big liar now, but when he says you won't have to vote again, he means that because they have planned for you not to have to vote again.
He said he's gonna be the last president.
He said now watch this too. I listened to it on Audible and then bought the hard copy and it's sitting on my coffee table now.
You said it's what?
White Trash, 400 Years of Classism in America. And I'm gonna tell you why I mentioned that book. Trump said this and most people missed it. And remind me to come back to Gangs of New York, the movie. So Trump said, I am the reincarnation of Andrew Jackson. And I watched him when he said that. And I'm one of them folks like, wait, what? That was random, right? And so I started, in White Trash, I had read it, and what the book White Trash, what it talks about is the history of America from the moment they were sending the people over from England up until Obama. But the politics in between, right? The whys, why? When I say the whys, I'm talking about WHY''S. The whys it happened, right? And the politics of why it happened. And it's interesting because I'm like, why did he say he was the second coming or the reincarnation of Andrew Jackson? And in White Trash, when they got to the Andrew Jackson era, and they started explaining how Andrew Jackson got elected. Andrew Jackson came along when they were pushing westward, and they were clearing the natives from their land. So the Trail of Tears, when they were literally marching the natives from one state, and I'm talking about in the East Coast, Connecticut, and places like that, all the way to Oklahoma and places. Walking them, marching them. This is a forced march, right? People think about the Trail of Tears and they think it's a little trail through the woods. The Trail of Tears was 5 miles wide. Remember, they're forced marching nations and all of their belongings, everything. And in order to march them, they had to take their food supply too. So that's the buffalo herds, right? So that's why it's 5 miles wide. People think it's a little trail through the woods.
I ain't thinking about that.
No, it's 5 miles wide. On the outsides of the trail, on the outer edges was the cavalry, the U.S. cavalry, military on horses. About wealthy people is this: you'll never you'll never see a white wealthy person riding around with a rebel flag on the back of his truck, and you'll never see a black wealthy person running around shouting "Black Lives Matter," because they know the fight is not up here. They pitting us against each other. You see what I'm saying? Poor white folks against poor black folks. Poor black folks against poor black folks. You know, this group against this group. Because as long as they can keep everybody down here divided, they're winning. They're cleaning our clocks every time.
So Fred, on Amazon.com, or send me a DM. I autograph them, send it to you personally for just a few dollars, man.
I'm grabbing my sign.
I see Wild Hair in the chat.
Wild Hair, my guy.
Shout out to DJ Wild Hair. Shout out to Derek Townsend. What's up, DT? Gene Williams is in the chat. How you doing, Miss Williams?
Jerry Thomas.
JT in the chat.
Chastity Ross. Yeah, JT in there.
Okay,
here we go. Yeah. Big Red Oak Queen.
Nigel Fibonacci.
Reverend Johnny Johnson.
Mark Carey.
Elmisha Washington.
Ricky Jackson. OG Ricky.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over to YouTube. See who watching us on the tube. Understood the severity of that impact on the African American community, or if he did,
Fuck nigga new.
you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that being a representative from Memphis?
You know, I don't feel anything about it. Number one, you know, he's so removed from you know, the black community. This is not, you know, LeBron from, you know,
2003.
Right. You know, this is LeBron who feels like, you know, he has arrived, right? But ask OJ, you know, how that worked, right? And you know, capacity, right? And then do a shameless plug on my book. If you hadn't got a chance, go get the book, Stop Praying for More When You're Still Full of Shit. And you can get it at stopprayingformore.com. And that book talks about capacity, right? And what you allow to fill up your capacity. LeBron means absolutely nothing to me, right? And absolutely nothing to the Memphis community, right? You know, the Grizzlies mean something to the Memphis community, right? That means something to me, right? I know the heads of the Grizzly organization and folks that are running that organization, you know, and so I would not give LeBron not one single ounce of capacity, you know, in what he said, or, you know, I'm gonna let somebody else handle that. But I'm gonna keep my focus on, you know, make sure the Grizzlies have everything they need so they can be in Memphis.
Right.
I'm a Grizzlies fan, and I grew up in LA.
Well, listen, y'all. Once again, man, y'all seen the brother right here live on Political Street Talk with John Ross,
Billionaire Boy.
and Billionaire Boy, man. So once again, y'all make sure y'all follow him, keep up with him, Support him. The brother gonna need it, man. So thank you again, man,
Nah,
for coming
bless you,
through
man.
and
I'm
blessing
proud
us,
of y'all
man.
too, man. I want you to know that.
I appreciate
I
that,
mean that
man.
shit. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all follow this brother. He should have, how long y'all been doing it now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years? Okay, so by 2 years and 6 months, he should have at least 10,000 followers. That's what that's what we're putting in the air, putting in the universe.
Man, hey, before you get off here though, man, how we get on your platform?
Man, look, so follow us, and we're gonna drop the link tree
Come to
in the
Memphis.
comments. Yeah, and you talking about you being on our stuff?
Yeah.
Oh man, shit, pull up. Pull up. We do all our people live.
All
We want all our people in the studio.
Memphis on the way.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
way.
Oh man, look,
All right.
pull up, man. We're gonna eat some good barbecue too, and we're gonna get y'all Walk Me Down. You ain't had a Walk Me Down before. You're gonna get your first one, and I think I might let you get the Walk Me Down before you come on the show. Makes the show better.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna try
the
it out.
Antonio Parkinson project.
Yeah.